food in America has really become a mindless thing. I learned about Frutarianism a year and a half ago, and that was by watching a video on YouTube about this guy Michael, who actually lives in New York, and he, at age, I want to say age 43, maybe younger than that, he decided to take on this diet called Frutarianism. What Frutarianism is a diet consisting of only fruits, vegetables, nuts, and seeds in their raw form. Within a month, I started seeing physical and mental changes in myself, and it wasn't just me that noticed that, it was, my parents. And so that's at that point that they noticed improvements in my being. They started supporting my goal a lot more, and it cleared up a lot of health issues that I have, because I've dealt with many severe allergies since I was really young, going to the hospital all the time, and I've always had to carry an EpiPen around me and take 5 to 6 pills a day. But that's something that I don't want to live with for the rest of my life, because it's unnatural. Why should I have to take pills to make me feel better? And I have this philosophy, and many other people in the world have this philosophy, and many other Frutarians that I've met believe that your medication should be your food. And if you're eating the right way, then you don't need pills to supplement what you're lacking. So that is a main reason why I am living this way, and I'm really happy about it. My diet right now is mainly consisting of bananas, because not only are they quick and easy to consume, but they have all of these nutrients that can sustain you throughout the day. I've spent days just eating bananas, and I've had a lot of energy. So right now I'm living off of bananas, dates, greens, and mangoes. And the reason why I'm choosing those 4 fruits, bananas can sustain you throughout the day, and they give you the nutrients you need. Dates are something they're really filling, and it's usually a transition food when you're going from raw veganism to Frutarianism, because what happens is you feel that you have all this hunger for something that will weigh you down. That's what we're taught. So we need breads, we need carbs, we need something that will fill our stomach. But the truth is, we don't. Exactly. And so I'm hoping to get off of dates soon, but they're really good. They're really sugary, and they taste like nature's candy, I think. And greens, are essential for protein, for giving you that added nutrient. So normally what I'll do is I'll make smoothies with greens and bananas. I think those are the 2 essential things. And then mangoes I just really enjoy. Maybe the reason why I chose those fruits are because I wanted to be enjoying what I'm eating. And so I chose my top 4 fruits. These bananas, which might could possibly serve me half of a week, or a week, more than a week, this costs $10. So in comparison with what you might be spending when you go buy chips and cookies and breads from a local food store, it's actually a divestment, you know what I mean? And so I don't believe that I'm spending any more at all than the normal college student. If anything, I'm spending a lot less. I definitely have encountered a lot of issues when it comes to eating out with friends and family, because in our culture and in the world, food is seen as something that joins people together. And that's something I really respect, but in the manner that most people do it nowadays, I don't really respect that. We go to fast food chains to hang out with friends. We go to fast food restaurants to hang out with family. And the point is that it's become essential in our culture, If you don't go out with friends to dinner, then when do you see your friends? And so my life does not revolve around does not ever revolve around restaurants. It's funny, I haven't really been to a restaurant in a long time, and a few weeks ago my friend asked me to go out with him, so I did, but I didn't eat anything. And I felt really uncomfortable, to be honest, because even the fact that there's workers serving you food, that's something that goes over our heads as well. You know, we go out to dinner to enjoy what's on our plate, but so often do we forget where the food comes from and who has to harvest the food. So the farmers that are seriously producing your food, that's one level of people being affected by it. And then there's the workers in the restaurant catering to you, and then it comes to sitting down with your friend. There's a lot of people nowadays who are approaching the vegan, raw vegan, and fruitarian lifestyles. And so when I'm around that type of community, that's something that I've never felt before, because it's seen as unusual or, you know, even disturbing by people that aren't eating this way. But I mean, I just, the only thing I care about is that people enjoy their food and not eat to just shove food in their mouth when they're watching TV, or not just eat because they're super hungry and then it becomes a mindless action. You know, if you really think about where this banana comes from and you really think about what it's going to give you and how much energy it will give you, then it becomes something. It's funny, I haven't really thought, for a while I haven't really thought about this in this way. Like, I've really just been doing fruitarianism and not really thinking that there's any other way. And it's just become it's become second nature. I don't have the desire to go out and eat a hamburger. I don't have the desire to eat another way than this. I really want this to be my lifestyle for the rest of the time I'm here. But I just have a lot of appreciation for the work that goes behind bringing this to me. And so I think that's why I find something as simple as a banana to be not simple at all. You know, we think that we need these extravagant meals, but I think this is extravagant. So obviously everyone has different needs, physically and mentally, that they have to cater to when taking on a new diet. And so I'm not a nutritionist and I can't give you the right or most valid, you know, guidance for taking on something like this. But I do know that patience is really key, because it sometimes takes a while for a change in your life to reap the benefits. You know, it's a lot of work. I wouldn't say that when I first took this on, it was the easiest task. There's temptation all over the place, and a lot of the time, I would just say, if this really interests you, do the most research you can do. I read tons and tons of books and watched interviews and even called people that I found numbers for on the internet, just to understand on a deeper level what this diet is about. And if at that point it still interests you, then just go for it. You know, try to follow it to the greatest capacity you can, and make sure you're doing it in a healthy way, and talk to a nutritionist. That's what I would suggest. You are what you eat. So if you don't feel well, then chances are you're not eating well. And it's as simple as that.